Hi, I'm Alan Carr, and this is Jokebox, wherein I pick up an object and read out what's on it and apply that to someone who's involved in the television show Last One Laughing.
Who would you least want on your pub quiz team? Or alternatively, who do you think is the thickest out of the other contestants?
It's rather difficult to characterise that as a compliment. I would worry that Sam wouldn't get British references. I haven't tried the "Do you know who Arthur Daly is" test. And you can try that on yourself in your own heads now at home. Do you know who Arthur Daly is? I don't think I want Sam on my pub quiz because it's like talking to someone underwater, you know? You're just like, can you hear this? Is there anyone there? What's the capital of Denmark? You'd be like, huh?
Alan. I don't think he'd take it seriously. He'd know the answers, but he wouldn't want us to know that he knows the answers.
I feel like it's got to be Sam, hasn't it? Everyone else would give sort of coherent answers, I think.
Probably be Jimmy Carr, because he's not going to know anything unless the specialist subject is Jimmy Carr.
Who was the biggest teacher's pet at school in the thing? I think David Mitchell. Imagine being a real goody two-shoes at school.
David Mitchell all day. That's not even up for debate. David Mitchell, he'd bring one of these in for the teacher, 100%.
Well, it might be me. I just did exactly what they told me to, unquestioningly.
David Mitchell. I mean, who said anyone else?
Mel. Definitely Mel. She ain't got a bad bone in her body. The teachers adored teaching Mel.
It was like, you know, it's literally all the time.
Who would you least trust to accept a package for you? And I'll be going with Romesh, because you get the package, but you'd also be getting a lot of attitude.
Romesh, he'd be too mardy to take the parcel. Romesh would text you going, you've had a delivery to me. And I go, yes, I know, I asked you. And he'd go, oh, right, well, I've given it back.
Gbemi. I think she might be nosy.
Probably Sam Campbell, because I think whatever the package would be, he'd probably find a way to insert it into himself.
Who would you most like to sit next to on a long flight? Oh, who's got interesting stories? Bob Mortimer, he is so brilliant, so funny. I feel like with Bob, even if you did that, I'm just going to have 10 minutes now with the iPad, I think he would still keep talking. And you'd have to just go, okay, right. Fill me in.
I mean, Alan would be fun. That would be fun. That's the stuff dreams are made of. Would you want anything, Alan? And Alan would say, 5 pints! And we'd have a good time.
Mel, what a fun, chatty person. The obvious person to pick, except I would want someone who didn't talk to me.
We're going big jumbo. And I'm going to say, let's get the gals in. We'll have Gbemi, Amy, my good self, and Maisie, but then also Diane. Diane is the pilot.
Who would survive longest in the wilderness? I think Sam Campbell, because I think he's from the wilderness. I don't think he's from this planet. I really don't.
Amy. Why? Because she's from Hull.
There's a bunch of comedians. We could barely be more parasitic on a complex society. I sense that Romesh is a bit of a survivor. I think he has strength and endurance, so I'm going to go him. My brother, Jimmy Carr, if he ever wants to be found by, like, a rescue team, he can do that annoying laugh.
Diane Morgan. She moves slowly. She moves stealthily. I wouldn't put it past her to have a little bit of a going on. She's incredible. She's my new queen.
Whose diary would you most like to read? Maisie Adam's diary. Find out where she gets her hair cut and avoid the place. If I had to snoop on any of their diaries, I'd be interested to read Diane's, because I think she keeps her own counsel. But there's got to be an outlet, right?
Jimmy Carr's diary is going to be filthy.
I think you'd have to have an exorcism after you read that.
I would need
I think it would be
some
full
holy
of bad.
water. I would need spray.
Alan Carr. Think of the parties he's been to. He'll have some good stuff written in his diary, definitely.
I think it would be Sam, because we could read it and find out where he actually buried those bodies.
Who do I want to sleep with? No.
Who would you most like to read you a bedtime story? I think that would have to be Mel. Oh no, Diane. Diane's voice is I mean, it's a sensation. Having said that, you wouldn't want to go to sleep.
Amy Gledhill, because she, I feel like I'm in syrup every time we chat.
I'm obsessed with Alan Carr's voice. It treads the line between being sort of soft and disturbing. Let me just tuck you in. Nighty-night, Rum.
Who do you think has the messiest house? Ooh. I think Mel. Mel's probably got the messiest house. I get very erratic vibes from her.
Well, I know the answer to that. It is Alan Carr. I saw the state of his sausage yesterday and the way that he dealt with it.
Judging by Mel's hairy biscuits, if there is that amount of private hair in her kitchen, then I think it's got to be Mel.
I think Sam's house is just a mess.
Do you think?
I just think he's got like dolls' heads and skulls. Like I've Newt.
Sam Campbell's coming up a lot, isn't he? He just looks like he... I imagine he's a hoarder. I don't know why.
Ooh, a square plate. Who would be most likely to send food back in a restaurant? Jimmy.
Oh, I can't imagine anyone would. I think that's a really wanky. Oh, well, we know. Yeah?
Who would be the first to die in a zombie apocalypse? Are these fast zombies or the traditional slow ones? Please. It's the slow zombies.
The first to die and be converted into a zombie, David Mitchell. I mean, he's halfway there.
Well, I hope it would be me. I don't aspire to be one of the people trying to rebuild society after some kind of disastrous event. During the Cold War, I took comfort from the fact that I grew up quite near RAF Bryce Norton and was likely to be nuked in the first wave. Because what's what you want, really? You just want zap.
Alan, they'd go for Alan. They'd go for Alan. They'd see the weakness.
Probably me. I think it'd be me. Those guys, I'm going to cry now, they were the best. So if a load of zombies chased after me, I would sacrifice my own body and I'd say, take me, zombie, take me every which way you can. Enjoy it, lads. And don't forget to watch Last One Laughing on Prime Video, where you can see me and a whole host of comedians trying our hardest not to laugh.